But as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night, we will not vanish without a fight, we're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
It's not true. It doesn't matter what's true. It matters the story they tell when you're gone.
I keep on pushing down my gypsy road.
All right, people, it's a Friday. Guys, you saw the last part of that video, so subscribe.
Yeah.
So if you're not subscribed to this channel, then I guess you guys don't even know what's the most open-minded channel on all of YouTube, of all of social media, right here, right now. The most open-minded show there is.
Oh, us. Cool. Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if it was us or not. Yeah, us.
Hell yeah, it's us. Who else would it be? Oh, hold on.
I was going to ask who the hell.
Hold on.
Oh, wow. Come on,
Hold
find out
on.
who that channel is.
Whoa. Okay, never mind. I had to get my coffee. I left my coffee over there. What the hell's wrong with this world when you leave your coffee somewhere? My God, man, we got some good people in the chat already. We got KB. We got Uncle Bones 2.
I don't actually like these people.
Yeah, and what's cool is now tomorrow I'll be dropping a breaking news video, but next week one of the UFO or orbs clips was actually recommended to me from Uncle Bones, a person named Iron Dogger, that I'll be showing it next week. I didn't have time to put it on this week, so guys, if there's clips, paranormal, Bigfoot, or UFOs, I do all categories. So if you guys, is a video clip you want me to show, we got it. So guys, Otter Man. Yes, we do an Otter Man. If somebody's got a cool little footage clip, I could do that. We got Chasing the Truth, Sean G. Now, guys, we're going to talk about what would happen if Bigfoot was captured. Okay. Now, if one of you in the chat wants to come on and give us your opinion about what could happen to Bigfoot if he was captured, I would like to hear from you. And the reason I'm bringing this subject up is, you got researchers all over the world searching for creatures, searching for whatever, And now, what if you're in I don't know, Bob, if you're in an opportunity, you're in the woods, and you have an opportunity to knock out Bigfoot somehow. You got an opportunity to knock him out. I'm not saying he's trying to harm for you. Now, it's different that if Bigfoot's trying to kill you, you got to protect yourself. This ain't about that. But let's just say if you have an opportunity,
I'm gonna eat the fucker.
Yeah, if you could beat the fucker,
I'm gonna eat.
Would you show him to the world? And it's kind of an interesting thing to look at, because if you actually knock out Bigfoot and you want to show him to the world, what do you think is going to happen to the Bigfoot? Do you think you're going to be allowed to keep him like a pet? Or is the government going to take him away from you? Military? Well, military is the government. Are they going to take it away? And, what are they going to do with them? So is it even a good idea? Trying to get pictures is one thing, but is it really a smart idea to try to bring Bigfoot out to the world, because I'm afraid what human people would do. Because here, let me show a picture. Now, all these pictures I'm going to show you, they're just
Saute with mushrooms.
they're bullshit kind of a pictures. But what now we all know this alien autopsy is fake. We know that. But if you capture Bigfoot, he could be on a table being investigated, checking to see what's in him, his DNA, be treated like a caged animal.
Tender rump roast.
Yes.
Slow cooked liver, a little bit of onions. Well, fried onions. You want to soak. If I got Bigfoot, I want to soak his liver at least in
I like
milk.
this. Are you sure it's fake, Eric? Guys, I don't know. Maybe that is real. I don't know, but that's up to you guys.
Liver.
It's up to you guys if you want to think that's real or not. But what I'm using this picture as, and if you look at my thumbnail, you see doctors like them over a Bigfoot to investigate it. Now, Bob has talked a lot on this. Welcome, Long Island Bigfoot. Hey, actually, hold on a second.
I would eat him.
I want to thank Long Island Bigfoot. I want to thank Daniela, and I want to thank Hobbs. Daniela Hobbs actually joined the Gypsy Road family. They actually joined. Long Island Bigfoot has actually tribute some cash for the show. And doing the breaking news stuff, there's some stuff that I needed that I just don't have money to buy. Because they donated some money, I was able to get some stuff to do the breaking news, the Euro trip of Bob and all that. So I want to thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. That stuff does help to get equipment that I need to get stuff done, to get it done on time. But Bob, now you've been in the government, you've been in the military. I've been in the military. I bet you a lot of people in the chat's been in the military.
Yeah.
If they have an opportunity to get a Bigfoot from you, and you talked about DNA, that's probably the first thing they're going to do is check the DNA from a Bigfoot. I'm not saying they're going to cut them open like an alien to see what's inside them. Yeah. But the first thing they'll probably do is do DNA, trying to learn what it is.
Bone marrow. Yeah. I'd give them bone marrow, some teeth. I'd give them DNA because the liver is going to be in milk. It's going to soak in milk. Tastes a little better that way. And I'm going to go ahead after the milk. I'm going to fry some onions up. I'm going to fucking eat that fucking liver. And then I'm going to work on the ribs, but I'm going to slow roast the ribs a little bit. Backbone, all kinds of the backstrap's going to be fucking wonderful. I'm going to eat the son of a bitch. But besides eating Bigfoot, I'm going to make sure that the government has DNA to confirm what it is I will be eating. Bigfoot. That's what I would do. But I would definitely eat him. I hate to say that, but I actually at the same time enjoy saying that. I will eat the shit out of Bigfoot. It just makes you think, because should we try to get Bigfoot out in the open for the world? Because because they're going to do experiments on them. They're going to do DNA now. Now, there's another thing they might do. So, Bob, now go with me on this. Just go with me on this. They look at the DNA. They're like, wow, this thing is more human almost than we thought. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think they'll probably do next? Now, I'm going to show this picture. And a lot of you will be like, what the fuck you're showing this for? I got a reason here. Okay. There's a reason why I'm showing this picture. This is Conan the Barbarian, the first movie, Conan the Barbarian. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan is a freak, a beast, muscle freak. Strong, movable, he could do whatever. And in that picture, in that scene, what do they want to do? They want to make him. They brought him a woman to mate with because they want strong babies. They think his DNA will follow through to a baby. Now, if they had a Bigfoot and his DNA is close to humans, I'm almost positive
Yeah.
they're going to try to mate
him.
the Bigfoot with the human because, wow, what a super soldier that baby would be, right?
They
if
will
it has the
mate
half
him
strength.
with a big ass, probably a Swiss woman, some Swiss gal.
See, I like this.
Woman.
I like this. Daily Dan wrote, now we know the secret why Bigfoot is so elusive. He's afraid someone will want to eat him. Listen, Bigfoot knows
Get out of here.
these creatures, if they exist, and I believe they do, they know that you can't trust humans. And do you think and I know the government will try to mate a Bigfoot if it has enough DNA that you can mate him with a human.
Yeah. Nancy Pelosi would definitely mate with him. I'm just saying.
Well,
Pelosi with their fake boob job would definitely want to mate with Bigfoot. I think there's an illustrated woman out there in some other show talks about she jerks Bigfoot off or something like that. I'm not sure how that works out. Maybe she collects DNA. Maybe she works for the fucking government and she into the cup. What kind of job? How do you what GS position is that? Like a GS 12?
This is a good one.
Bigfoot jerker.
Here's one from Juan Torres. Bigfoot and Holly from Land of the Lost. Chaka
yes,
is born.
Chaka. I think it's been done with Chaka. Was it Chaka and Holly rode on what was the little ass dinosaur? Not Grumpy was the big one, and then there was I can't remember the little one. You
never know what species live in the jungle, forest, or oceans that man hasn't come across yet. Right. That's 100% true. Why do you think they go out in those forests nobody's been to? They're looking for insects they haven't seen. They're looking for antibiotics. They're looking for cures. They're looking for, but also on the same side, they could be bringing back viruses and stuff, not just bringing viruses in. But, everybody is searching for that pot of gold in areas they've never been to. They might have some special oil out there, special fountain of youth.
Sorry, Eric. Dopey. Yes, it's Dopey. Chaka and Holly rode on Dopey. There's a foreshadow for you. There you go. That says a lot. Yeah, Eric. The jungles, they hide a lot of cryptids. Some cryptids might taste better than the others, but I think Bigfoot himself is not enough human to worry about dipping into the toes of cannibalism. I think we're safe with that one. But yeah, I would like to eat it. I'd like to find a lot of cryptids.
As they say, the predator alien could model on Bigfoot, including cloaking tech. Well, in one of the, I don't know, I can't remember if it's Predator versus Alien or one of the Alien movies where an alien came from a dog and the shape of the alien was actually more dog shape of an alien because instead of a human, it went through an alien. Now, this is probably, I'm going to share this other picture. This is probably the worst of what they'll probably do if they actually ever captured an alien. If you guys remember the movie Overlord, was the Nazis took humans to experiment on them, try to build a super soldier, try to build, and of course they built super zombies with strings and stuff. And I know this is far stretch, but
no, it's not.
But this stuff is done. Governments are looking for stuff, and they got into Bigfoot. I'm telling you, a Bigfoot could be like right here in this picture.
Yeah. I mean, it's been done. They have built zombies. I know during World War II, they were working with the lycanthrope, that the Nazis were secretly modifying humans. They were doing a lot of experiments, and they were using, of course, captured soldiers and other things. But yeah, they made zombies. They actually worked with the occult, And in this place is a lot of spell casting. Everyone knows that where I'm from.
Yeah.
I've noticed the hell out of that. So they probably summoned some sort of demons that possess people, which turns them into zombies. Or, again, lycanthrope, which is another name for a werewolf. So the Nazis probably have bases on the moon. We know that for true. And then they've got werewolves and vampires and zombies there. We know that now.
Well,
Fact.
People forget. Here, let me share another picture here.
Yeah.
People forget, I mean, here, this movie's from Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
Yes.
And in the theory of the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Germany would send their Nazis to the world trying to find power, trying to find.
They're a cultist.
Cults. They're trying to find a cult. And that really has happened.
They're a cultist. They are 100% a cultist. They were looking, they even had a group called the Vril. The Vril was a bunch of gals who were able to tap into it. They're able to tap into the ether. The whatever books of whatever's minds and whatever futures and pasts, whatever's. Yeah. So they definitely did that. So the Nazis were in fact, in this timeline, I'm still convinced that the Nazis won the war. Now, I know a lot of you guys from the White Sun here in this place, the locals, you guys don't see that, but I do. I'm not from here. I'm from a Yellow Sun place. We had a different sun.
Bob, what about this here? Chocolate Cheese says Nazis tried breeding women with gorillas.
They did, and they were successful. Also, the Chinese did. The Chinese, we call them the Chinese. The Chinese did breed humans with fucking monkeys, with chimpanzees. They actually found one. They were highly successful in breeding chimpanzees with humans. Human Chinese. I can't remember the name of it. Some of you guys might have heard of it. There was a chimpanzee that was able to do sign, was able to walk upright. He walked upright. He basically had all the mannerisms of a human and even looked very similar to a human. I don't know the name of this chimpanzee. If you type it in, I guarantee you would find him. For those of you in the sidebar that remember this chimpanzee I'm talking about was like a human. They thought it was a human chimpanzee hybrid. And I looked at it. I said, holy fuck, it's got a nose. It's almost a human nose. And it would not get along well with the other chimpanzees. I think he ended up on someone's plate for like a Seattle underground cookout. But other than that, yeah, they exist. Yeah, look at these Nazis.
Well, right here, Nazis were trying to talk to God. They wanted to talk to God. And I know if somebody just jumped in like Bigfoot, Nazi God, what we're just saying is if Bigfoot was captured, just like how Nazis used to do experiments on their own people and they're trying to find everything in the world, who says what government would not capture a Bigfoot and do this to? So, the question is, if you're able to capture a Bigfoot, should you? Would you want to? Because you're not going to be able to keep it. And if you're thinking, oh, they might put it in a zoo. You don't know that. If the government has gotten a Bigfoot, and they might have already gotten 20, 30, but we don't know. But say they got the first one, it's going to be their guinea pig. They're going to stick needles. They're going to, it's kind of a sad thing. Now, the thing is, people are evil. People care more about trophies. They care more about trophies, getting that name out there. I'm the one who caught one. I'm the one who's this. And not really thinking that,
living human thing.
Now, don't get me wrong. If Bob, if you're out there taking a leak in the middle of the woods, and a Bigfoot comes out there to try to kill you,
what's going to happen. Yeah.
I get it. You have to defend yourself.
Absolutely. I would have no choice but to shoot it. I'd probably eat him. I would probably want to hang. You want to hang him because you want to be halal, or as the Hebrew call it, kosher. So you don't want to. In the Native American, you want to allow the animal to breathe a little bit. If you're going to I'd skin him immediately, and then drain him real well. Then eat the liver that night. We got to soak it in.
I like that. Get it on your side. Well, of course you want to get the on your side. Listen, I would love to have a campfire with
side
Bigfoot.
dish.
We all would. We all would. It's
I would teach him how to fly the Millennium Falcon.
huh? Yeah.
The Millennium Falcon, like Chewbacca.
What is this one? Lunar node. If you capture a Bigfoot, the UFOs will come and abduct you.
You know what? That would probably happen. In fact, that probably is what happens when somebody finally catches a UFO. You don't hear from that person. Now they say that the government takes the Bigfoot and then and kills the man. I don't think so. I think that once you capture a Bigfoot, it somehow summons the UFOs, the unidentified flying objects, and they come and pick you up. Then they proceed to rectal exam you while the Bigfoot is watching, probably laughing and smoking cigarettes. But yeah, guys, we need to keep an eye out for things like this because it is important to have these conversations. A lot of you guys should be worried.
And then
Government's coming for you.
And then people are just listen. Look at this article. I'm going to show you this article. Okay, man who claims he killed Bigfoot releases more pictures of the mystical creature. Here, I know. Let's now. This is back in 2014. This is from New York Times. Hey, Bob, that's you.
There's me.
That's you.
That is me.
That's not Bigfoot. Self-described the best Bigfoot tracker in the world has released more pictures of the mystical. Listen, I hate that. First of all, what the hell that video's playing? Get that video off. First of all, I hate when they say the best Bigfoot tracker in the world. Listen. There is no best Bigfoot tracker in the freaking world. Listen, you could be a great tracker of animals. Yes. Don't get me wrong. There's great hunters. Don't get me wrong. But most of your Bigfoot sightings come from people who are not trackers. So tell me how somebody who's never been really in the mountains tracker and sees Bigfoot right up front. Okay. Now this man here, he apparently released more pictures. Now this is old article, but Plastic Eternal. But Rick Dyer, who's been tracking the legendary Bigfoot since 2008, announced he recently killed mysterious species of the wooded area outside of San Antonio. He claims he killed an adult and Amson, and there are more Bigfoot, big feet out there. Now, first of all, why would you
claim to kill them?
Say for this story. Let's just say for this story, it's real. Let's just say it's real. Why would you kill something you don't understand about? I mean, I
have killed them.
This proves that how people are just rotten. And he just cares more about popularity because now people in the Bigfoot community might say, "Oh, Eric, it's already been proven this guy's a fraud," which is great. Tell me. If he's proven, please, somebody in the chat, tell me that guy's already been proven a fraud because people like him don't belong in this world. Now, if his family was attacking his family, that's one thing. That's different. But if he's going out on this purpose, now remember, in the state of Washington, if you kill Bigfoot, it can be manslaughter. You would have to prove that he was attacking you, which is probably easy to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, it is against the law to kill Bigfoot in the state of Washington.
A man that was attacking me, so it's easy to do that. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's pretty bad.
Oh my God, that does not look real.
Did he say, "Oh, he kept the fur"? So that's the skin there. That's the skin.
No, that looks so. If this is me, I don't know. That looks fake.
Is that the skin he's claiming that? Huh.
Let's see here. Let's see what it says here. What was it? There's no DNA of a current animal, he said. It came back unknown. Oh,
of course.
Really?
He said it to Santa Cruz, right? Anything you guys send to Santa Cruz, Bigfoot people, and I keep telling you this because I went to school for anthropology, it will come back unknown. Do not.
The university has released a few medical reports, which Clancy declined to release Tuesday, but he said to colleagues, with the point does not want to be identified due to media attention. Well, you already did that, showing footages and all that. I'm sorry. You already claimed. You already done that. So don't act like you're not media attention. Now, like I said, this is an old story. This might be old news, but
yeah.
what the hell? What do we, we're not doing anything today.
Nah. But we are talking about Bigfoot and identifying him if you actually have captured him. And what would you do with him? Would you? Could you? With a goat? Would you? Could you?
Oh, and look at that fucking smack face. I would smack that guy in the face. If you
would you eat green eggs and ham? Would you eat green eggs and ham with Bigfoot?
I would eat green eggs and ham with Bigfoot.
I would eat.
Have a breakfast.
How many of you guys out there would eat green eggs and ham with Bigfoot? Come on. You know you would. I would too. I like Bigfoot. Even though I've never met him. But if I did meet him and I accidentally did cook his liver and sauteed it, soak it in milk for at least a few hours, and then you want to saute the onions early. You can flour the onions a little bit with some light flour, like a rice flour. Then you can fry them and make them crispier. Tastes good on liver. Those of you guys that eat liver.
What's this? World's first human monkey hybrid?
Oh, is that the one?
I don't know.
There he is. No, not that one. That's a macaque. Go back. There's a black and white photo.
Okay, hold on.
Back up the pictures. There's a black and white photo right there. Go down right there. That one. Click that one. So you learned about him in anthropology. Let me see I'm blind as a bat. Oh, Wuhan bat. Hold on. So there he is. He bipedal. He could walk on both his legs. He walked. That's the one I talked about. So he walked on both his legs. He didn't slouch or anything. He just walked. Now, they couldn't figure out how he's walking that way. His hips aren't made to walk that way. However, he had a slight birth defect. That's what they're calling it. So he was able to walk upright. And if you look at his face, there's a name for this guy. He's got a fucking nose. He does not have a chimpanzee nose. It's completely different. And the structure of his face is different. And he has a lot less hair on his face and on his body than a regular chimpanzee. Zoom in on this guy's face.
I zoom in as much as I can.
Yeah. But he's found, it claims that he was walked out of a lab in China.
Doesn't everything come out of China?
Yeah, everything
in the lab.
Everything comes out of fucking China. But that was the conspiracy. But yeah, he's real. This guy is real. They couldn't put him with the rest of because he didn't get along with them. They did not like him. You could not put him in any other cage with any other chimpanzee at all. Couldn't do it. They didn't get along. They want to kill him. So it's an unusual one. And it's signed, and it had emotion, and it favored humans over chimpanzees. So it would be sad when it was taken away from humans. It'd be upset. That's a goddamn hybrid. That's to me the damn hybrid. It's like they've used human DNA to make this guy and mixed him. That's amazing. You could see his nose. I'm looking at it, and people are like, "Well, what's the conspiracy?" They're trying to take it. I go, "You could look at his face and see his fucking nose, and you can't tell me he's not half or have some human in him. There's no way." You should look up more information on him. He's a fascinating fucker.
I just want to mention to everybody this Sunday. I actually had the dates wrong for last Sunday, but this Sunday I will be on Tippa TV this Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. There's the YouTube channel. They haven't created the link yet, and once I do, I'll put it on my community bar. And I would love to see a lot of you
Hell yes.
that are here. It's only a 1 hour show that they do. I love to see a lot of you. We're going to be talking Bigfoot, paranormal. They're paranormal investigators.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour show. We're going to get right into it. It'll be a lot of fun. So I would love to see a lot of you guys there. So if a lot of you guys aren't doing anything on a Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, join in and let them know that you're there because I told you guys to. That'd be nice.
Now,
You guys don't want to?
Eric, is this radio like radio waves, or is this like on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So it's not radio.
No.
Oh.
No, I got the link right here. The link of the channel's right here. I put it in the chat.
Okay.
And when they actually create the real link for it, I'll put the link in my community bar so people can just go straight to the video when it's on. Like Caesar from the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, actually, it does look like the newer Planet of the Apes movies. Yeah, you can say he looks like Caesar.
He's just like Caesar. Fighting back. I think there's a part 3 to that.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Yeah. So there's more photos about this guy, Eric. You could almost do a show on him. There's more photos. If you look at it, if you click on it and go to his page, you'll see a lot of photos on him. He's fascinating.
What the fuck is this? That's a Photoshop.
No, I believe that. That's a Bigfoot. That's a baby Bigfoot. It's generally a baby Bigfoot.
That's funny. That's funny. Look at that. What is this? Be careful. I discovered yesterday some Sasquatch hunters are failed artist scanners from Hollywood who failed a scam on YouTube. Well, I mean, any social media format, you got to watch who's putting out the video and stuff. Now, I'm not gonna say of too much, but I mean, you guys heard me earlier, and I brought up a little bit of it on my breaking news that I'm uploading tomorrow. That whenever you decide to research, always go to the source. Where is the source coming from? Because there's a lot of videos out there.
Yeah.
I mentioned it in my breaking news. I'm coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That when you look at some kind of a footage like a blur, is this blur a creature, a cryptid? The first thing I would have to ask when I look at a picture that's a blur, well, who's this coming from? Is it coming from a real person who does research on Bigfoot? If it does, then I'll listen. If it just comes from a Smo Joe who just one day went out in the woods, no, I'm not going to put any stock into it. So if you can, you always want to follow the source. Where did this story come from?
Well,
and look at who's telling the story, because if you don't do that, if you're just going to believe whatever you're seeing, then you're no better than watching CNN or Fox News.
Yeah, well, also you want to go to the sex registry list and see if that person that found the Bigfoot popped up on it.
That's
9 times out of 10, they did. I'm just saying.
Oh, there's Caesar from the movie Planet of the Apes.
Caesar. There he is, wearing face makeup. The first to do it. But he had he was produced by, they had Alzheimer's, or was it Alzheimer's medicine? And they were trying them out on the chimpanzees. Yes.
They're trying to see if they could find a cure. And it was it had when they inject the monkeys, they took the virus. It's not really a virus, but they taken it differently. But that same thing that's in them that's making it smarter. Yeah. When he tried on a human, it was doing the opposite. It was actually hurting humans to the point. Yeah. And what I liked about the third one, in the third Apes of the War, whatever it was called, the virus was involved enough to point where there's humans starting to lose their voices.
Yeah.
Now, hey, listen. There's a camp that believes that Bigfoot, Sasquatch were created by man. trying to find research on monkeys and gorillas, and they mold into. I mean, there's stories on that, and you can't really say that's not be true.
Some people believe that they built the pyramids. That Bigfoot built the pyramids.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, that's real. So remember, there's two species, Eric, of chimpanzee. There's the regular chimpanzee, and then there's the Bobono monkey chimpanzee. There's two different species of chimpanzee from two different directions. So always remember that. There's two different. One of them has a resistance to viruses, such as the corona and other certain respiratory viruses, including AIDS or HIV. So the Bobono monkey is resistant to multiple viruses. So if I were to do an experiment and create a human, I would use the Bobono monkey because they're resistant to viruses, and they can adapt and overcome and become the humans that we are today.
Mates with a dog. Ooh.
There you go. He likes the dog. Yeah, the Bobono monkey, and then there's the regular chimpanzee. The regular chimpanzee is also a cannibal, and they will cannibalize and eat the young. The males will eat the younger males, eat them like rip their body apart into small pieces and eat them. Anything like that.
The Bono chimp. You guys had several shows on that last year. Oh shit! Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So the Bobono monkey are not. They are not. They will not eat each other. They will have sex with each other, no matter what, males or female. It don't matter. They'll just have sex with the tree if it's there. Long, it's always there. Yeah. Anything that walks, they will have sex with, but they will not eat each other.
That's humans do that when they crash a plane into some winter and they got to survive. That's when humans will start eating humans.
Yeah, Bobono monkeys will not do that. They will not. You will be safe with a Bobono monkey. You will be raped by the Bobono monkey. But maybe what they transfer to you, you will have the resistance to the corona and any other virus out there. I recommend, if you're not doing anything, to go out and procreate with a Bobono monkey.
Yeah.
I want to do that myself one day. That's on my bucket list.
So the moral to the story is, people, if you don't try to capture a Bigfoot, because you're just going to, the government's taking it away from you. You ain't going to win. It's, win. Or any kind of creature. You get any kind of creature that's abnormal, it's going to be gone. It's going to be taken. Yeah. And if it's all about having 10 seconds of fame, then man, you're a poor soul, because that animal is going to be tortured. Yeah.
Yeah. If you wander up onto a crashed UFO and you in fact abduct the abductees, the aliens themselves, and you yourself try to anal probe them, the government will show up and take them away from you.
What did he just say? Bob is out there today.
Yeah, I am. You see, because it's Friday night in England, and I'm walking around everywhere, and these guys are locals, and they're not very smart. So anyway, they throw down all these roaches everywhere. Take a look at these guys. I found them. I've been finding them all day. Roaches, man, like hundreds of roaches. These guys put filters with their weed. Now, we in the United States know how to roll up a piece of cardboard. It's a hollow tube, and you smoke the weed down to nothing. But these guys use filters with their marijuana. So I run around and I find all these fucking roaches everywhere, and then I roll them into these.
Here's a comment: gatekeeper shells trying to discourage us from finding the truth. No, well, yeah, I mean, right. I don't know. First of all, I mean, I don't know who you're calling shells, even in the first place.
Shells?
Now, if you're talking about government, that's one thing. Now, if you're saying that we're shells and we're trying to discourage you from finding the truth, no, we telling you do research, but if your research is to capture an alien, a creature that's not abnormal from this planet, you're feeding it to the government. You're feeding it to the you think seriously, if Bob and I seriously we're gonna be in California in a couple of weeks. If we go in the woods in the California mountains if we capture a Bigfoot, you think they're gonna allow Bob and I to keep it? No, they're gonna take it from us. They're gonna steal from us, and who knows? Bob and I might be missing, or Bob might be driving a Lamborghini in England. Who knows?
England.
You know, they're not gonna allow certain truths to be out there.
Yeah.
But if you got images, pictures, I would rather put that out there than an actual creature, because that creature be taken away and Bob and I would be hidden from the world, never be seen. So, you know, was it you're gonna die to see vivid covered roaches? What?
Yes.
You're gonna die from?
Oh no, corona covered roaches. That's actually kind of cool. It's 3Cs. I'm gonna call it the 3C weed. The 3C weed. Yes. I will die. There's corona all over this weed out here.
Maybe you should watch my channel before you say that stuff laugh out loud. I investigate crypto sightings. Dan, the Daily Dan blog, he does actually have a lot of great stuff on his channel. A lot of good footage, on his cryptid. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find it, and I can show people. He's got a lot of great stuff, and he Dan knows that government be knocking on your door if you actually got something, and you got to be careful on how you share it.
Well, also it's a felony. You'll go to prison, especially if in Washington it's considered manslaughter. So if you've got a Bigfoot like tied down in your bottom basement, it's not going to hold too well in a court of law. You might look like a weird person. So I would definitely find a authority and then hand that creature over. However, I would definitely keep some hair and some lots of pictures, and I would post it live on every channel I got. Just let everyone know, look, I have this. I've captured and I'm handing them over to the authority. I want everyone to see it live. I want everyone to see this creature alive. However, I just don't see that happening.
Nope, and you'll never see that creature again.
Yes.
Ever.
Well, I mean, they could be from if you study like giants, there are records of giants. If you go down to South America, you've got the elongated skulls. You know, these creatures could have been hybrids. They could have been mixed. Obviously, they know DNA. We could do DNAs now. We could manipulate DNA now. In the days of Noah, because we are in the days of Noah, where we can manipulate DNA.
I want to show you guys, Bob, I want to show you guys one of his videos. This one's called, Did Bigfoot Look in the Window? Let's take a look. This is from the Daily Dan blog. Here we go. Oh, look. It's almost like a creature base behind the window. Got the eyes. That is interesting. That's a good shot. Wow, that's actually a good one.
You do have a face in the window.
It does. That's a good one.
That is more like a dog man.
Doesn't it?
It looks
more like a dog man. Yeah.
I look like a dog man.
That's a good one. And I'm going to put a link to his channel so you guys can take a look. That's actually a really good footage.
Yeah.
That's kind of footage I like. I wish I would have saw that. I would have used it for my video tomorrow. But that's a good one.
I think that is definitely a dog man.
Then unknown hairy creature attacks. Here, Snow Beast, a Bigfoot video. Let's check this one out.
Oh, there he goes. He's tiptoeing. He's making it up that mountain. Now, he's got that large head. Long arms. Well, he's got the big feet. I can't say if that's a fraud or not. Why would it be in black and white? Now, how many people whirl around with black and white cell phones? So I don't know why that was black and white, Eric.
That one sent by describer to slow down. Well, those are all good. Those are all good questions. You should ask. You want to know, like I said, the source. It's good. It's good. Now you got a video. Now it's like the fun time. Now it's like got the video. Let's find out. Let's look at the source. Let's see where it's at, where it comes, and that's how you start an investigation. That's how you do a proper research.
Yeah.
And but that window one was a good one.
Yeah, I look like a dog man though.
It does. It really does. And of course, I love his comics. He's got Dracula versus Zorro, 1993. He's a comic nerd like us.
Yeah.
Dracula versus Zorro.
Yes. I
That's
want to see that. Okay.
King Kong oldest movie. Oh,
I'm going to try out some of this corrupt.
It is, huh? 1930. Here we go. Dogman seen the werewolves of August.
You're right things you do. Ever since I saw that like a black, shapy, hairy thing, maybe. It's a black shape. I can't say it was hairy. But ever since I saw that black shape a little while ago, any state channels, be sure to check that out.
See now look like this video. He already kind of like answered like the first question. He lives there. He knows. See, that's what I look for. Like if I'm gonna try to investigate or research anything, people putting out videos, do they know the area? Is it there so they can recognize the difference between if something doesn't look right or not? And he lives in that area, so it's where these are the people. Now, somebody who never live in the state and all that, how will they know if something looks different or not? What's this? On my channel, Danny's World, I have 100 of those videos sent down by subscribers called Danny's World. Well, let's see. Let me type in Danny's World.
Yeah,
take a look. Let's see. We're
here to disseminate good information to everybody.
Danny's World. There's Danny's World. There we go. Giant eagle attacks little girl. What? Hold on. Oh, I think I've seen this.
What?
I think I've seen this. I've seen this before. Here. Yeah. Let me see here.
No way. Now,
eagles are known to pack people.
Oh my God. You know what's funny about that? I think the person that helps him try to save him is wearing a Native American costume or an outfit.
And
so maybe
you know what?
Outside of a powwow.
You know what's kind of sad in a weird way that when you hear all those people, let's find that guy.
Yeah, I think he's wearing.
Where's that guy? Okay. What's pretty sad is I hear all these voices and only one person ran out to help this girl. I'm telling you, everybody should be running out to help this child.
I would eat that eagle. I would eat that eagle.
You're right. You're right, Bobby. It does look like almost like an Indian outfit.
I wonder if they were fucking around with the powwow and they had summoned a big ass eagle.
Right, Taurus? Only one dude helped. Now, Taurus, if I didn't hear those voices, if I didn't hear all those voices, I would have thought maybe just one or two people were there. But I've been hearing all those voices, and man, there should be everybody running out to help this girl. I mean, like if my daughter is out there, I want everybody trying to help if they can. What does it say? Daily Dan has some good ones with heavy breathing that may be a bear, and one that has to be a demon. And guys, that's right. I mean, you know, that's one thing that's great about these videos is it might not just be a Bigfoot. It could be anything.
I'd be wearing them feathers. I'd be wearing those eagle feathers on my head after that.
Here's this one on Danny's World. Let's check out this one. Big. Oh, look at that. That's a good one.
It's a little one, though. Oh, he's not that little.
That's a good one. That's good. Hey guys, let me put this link because this is
a lot of good.
This is an awesome link because he's got people sending it to him and he's putting all out on one. Shit. What does he say here? Okay, that's the beginning of the video. That guy was closest. Other people arrived later. Okay, so there was other people that came because, man, you know, somebody attacking a child, everybody should be like busting ass out there. You know?
Yeah, I'd be eating that fucking eagle. I'd be wearing its feathers on my head. Attack my kid. That's a no-no.
Bigfoot new video August just in. Massive 9 feet tall Bigfoot caught on. I mean, they're just, and they're all nice and short. You know, they're not super long.
Oh. There's the North American chimpanzee. Yeah. That's a North American chimpanzee. Definitely.
Bigfoot maybe strange wood structure. I love this kind of stuff too.
Yes. It's like twisted, ripped right in this tree. And whatever's been broke off, it's still where the fuck around. I mean, it's nowhere. I'm looking all around the entire area. Fuck. Oh my God. What the fuck is this?
Oh, they built a fence. I think that's the Blair Witch.
Oh, I've seen something. Oh my God. I've seen something like this on other. What the fuck's going on? I've seen something like this on other YouTube channels just off behind these buildings. Look at this.
See, he shot that one himself. But what's awesome about, and I mentioned this on one of my breaking news that when you're investigating something, you don't necessarily have to try to capture the thing itself.
No.
But you know your land, you know your mountains, you know something is off. You know it's crap. Yeah. You know it's to learn to, you know, look for the feats, look for proof that they've been there. You know, you really got to use these.
Look for that satanic monkey. Get him.
You know, and there's a lot of great channels out there. I'm trying to find this one. Let me see if I can find this one channel. It was very interesting. Let me see.
Monkeys.
Let me see if I can find it. And I don't want to mess up the name. Okay, here it is. There's a channel called Media Palace.
Media Palace.
He does a lot of. He actually makes his own documentaries.
Oh, that's cool. Good for
And
him.
he made this documentary called The Legend of Hairy Man Road. He's got several,
Okay.
but
That's
I mean,
kinda what
I don't got his
Connor-
permission, to play, but I'm trying to see if I could find it here. There was,
Is he wearing a mask in the mountains by himself?
no, he's interviewing this guy.
But he's wearing
He's
a mask
doing an interview,
in
and
the mountains.
but
I hope he's at least 6 foot. I don't want him getting closer than 6 foot. At least he's wearing a mask. I wonder if he's the first in line to get a shot.
and there was a pretty
what's that?
interesting thing right here.
Oh,
He was showing
yeah.
that
What is that? An octopus? The hell? Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a wolf.
yeah, and what was interesting on this documentary is he was mentioning that it looks like it's almost like a creature went inside this wolf and was pulling out his guts inside out and like cracked it.
Inside out. Like the damn jaw. Everything's inside out.
Yeah.
That's why he filmed it. That's weird.
And I'll put a link to that documentary. Inverted coyote. Exactly.
So exactly. Reached down and pulled out the insides. Inverted coyote is exactly what that is.
And that's interesting.
Weird.
There
that is weird.
I'm trying to find. I don't know exactly where it's at in this video.
Wait, he's not wearing a mask.
No, well, I think he's the one who doing the documentary.
Okay, good. Okay.
He's a regular guy, just like everybody else. That you don't have to be from Hollywood to do documentaries. You got a good camera, go do it yourself.
Yeah, I can see he's native too. He's obviously native.
I can't find it, but in this video somewhere, I don't know exactly where it is. But there's a metal for a fence, and they're showing it how this metal is bent, and and it was kind of you got to look at that because it's a piece of metal that you just can't bend yourself. I mean, you got to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan strength trying to bend it. But, you got to ask the question, how did it get bent? Was it a creature? Now, what did he say here? Yeah, but it seems buzzards do the same thing to foxes in South Carolina. Just saying. Hey, that's a good Daily Dan. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Yes. You're supposed to try to debunk whatever you have. Yeah, that's if you're saying that buzzards do the same thing to foxes, that's a fantastic explanation. Yes. Is that the buzzards over there? Bar fence footage? Yes. Chasing Sean, the truth, Sean G. I was talking about. There was a bent bar fence footage somewhere. It's hard to find that. It's hard to. I'm not gonna try to. It's hard to try to find that exact footage of the bent. I mean, it's very, it's very hard.
The bent metal?
Yeah, trying to find that exact. I know he was talking to this guy. There it is.
Even if this had been bent like this, they couldn't even have driven this post.
See how that's dented? Like that's bent? Those things are not easy to bend.
No.
Now, I'm not here saying that's proof of the creature, but you got to ask what the hell could bend something like that?
Yeah. He probably bought that mask at a store special because it's black. Like, he didn't just pick anyone. He got his own special one. But he washes that one. I wonder if he drove there with that on.
I think the Bigfoot going on a keto diet.
I wonder if he drove to that spot with that mask on, like in the car by himself. We're not here to question things like that.
No, like I said, he does a lot of documentaries on this channel. Walking down Hairy Man Road. He's got this one here. I never heard. Maybe Bob, maybe you heard of this. It says mysterious structure found in Texas by a construction worker.
Huh.
me see if I can find this structure.
Yo estaba viendo una ruina aquí, pero es una caverna, pero me da miedo.
I attempted to get an interview with the work, and they in the videos. But after several attempts, it was clear they did not want to talk about finding the structure, and they definitely did not want to go back to that area.
Nah, because
after realizing we were not going to be able to conduct an
no human could do that.
No, it's kind of neat, right? You're going to construction, and there's a door. There's things.
Yeah, probably Connor.
He said he's scared in Spanish. Oh, he heard that.
Yeah, no human could do this. This is amazing. I wonder what's in there. Do they actually film inside? I wonder what they have like a record player.
What's this structure?
Oh. Really? Come on. Yeah, no human could do this. My God.
Kind of looks like you when you're drunk.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I'd be terrified too. If that's what he said. I'd be terrified if I saw that head, that face, and then strange doors.
I believe they said Coyote was tied in a knot. Some have found coyotes tied together like this. Wow.
No shit.
No
now,
shit.
that changes a lot. That would be a very twisted man or
that door only locks from the outside. Okay.
Whoa. I'd go in there and look around and see what they were cooking. Probably a meth lab. Or they're brewing making hooch. Because obviously they've made that's a man-made face. So.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's not a
man-made structure.
Yeah.
My God, who would do something like that? It's definitely a Bigfoot. Oh, I'm pretty handsome. You guys, I'm telling you, man, I've been all over England and I'm finding these little everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
That was awesome. Me. That was me.
Everywhere. These guys are, who needs to buy weed in England or CBDs? It's illegal weed. Just walk around, look for these things. But soon, Eric, I'm going to be in England or be in California. We'll be Bigfoot hunting. For real. We're going to go find one too. We're going to get footage, guys. You guys are going to get here live. Actual footage.
I'm going to show. So this is Tippa TV's like channel I'm going on. You know, where is it?
So it's actually it's an online. Is it a podcast?
Well, they do several things. They're paranormal searchers that do investigations of like learning Bigfoot. They go to places and do cool. Research. Scariest Doll takes up through the microphone.
Wow.
Their latest, their creepy, scary shadow people in the backyards. But there was one that was cool. That oh look, see, there's Connor. He was on 2 months ago.
He's on everybody's Bigfoot. Connor's got one show on everybody's show. He's the most well-known Bigfoot hunter out there.
I wonder how he's doing on his skunk ape search.
Yeah, he's skunk ape searching right now. Yeah. We're like, bring back that footage we wanted here on the Gypsy Roadshow.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of good channels out there that people just, you just gotta find them. You gotta take people's opinions. You gotta like listen to like listen to Bob. What there's one here. I'm not gonna. It's gonna be. I don't want you guys. I'm not gonna show you guys this video. But there's a channel. He's actually. I've talked to this guy. He's good friends of our channel. His channel is a channel called 401 Files.
Nice.
And the only reason I'm showing this is one of my clips for tomorrow's breaking news is from this one. What the fuck are these red eyes in the woods?
Yeah.
I'm not going to show you the video because it's going to be on my breaking news video tomorrow. Yeah. And the reason I like this channel and this video is they did an investigation, Bob, and they were there. They didn't see nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't find nothing at all. But
the red eyes.
When they went back and they look at the footages, they actually saw something. And that's what's cool about if you bring in equipment with you, you're bringing your cameras, you're bringing your voice recorder. Yes, you might not catch something right off the bat, but go back and look at your footages because there might be something there. And that's what I like is they did a true investigation where they didn't catch nothing out there. And they said that they thought it was a bust. But when they actually look back at the footage, holy shit, guys, we actually got something here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't recommend lighting the forest on fire to like chase something out. It's frowned upon. But Eric, you and I are going to be hunting here pretty soon, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. Going back into the woods of California, baby, up in the Poison Meadows area.
Yeah, hopefully it's not burned, but yeah. I'm waiting for the guys to contact me back about it right now. We're going to be going up there with some psychotic hunters looking for Bigfoot. I hope you can drink, dude. Hope you can drink. I hope you can handle yourself.
Oh, I don't know. Well, with our fucking family, to hang with them, you gotta. Yeah. And then for this last part of the show, guys, I know I didn't call the show. What's this? Saw a story about Michigan bow hunters caught Bigfoot fighting. Oh wow! Wow, that oh wow. Hey, listen, if there's Bigfoot family or whatever, animals fight, dogs fight, cats fight, people fight.
Bow hunters were fighting with a Bigfoot.
That's awesome, chasing.
I want to see that footage.
Sean, I don't know how Sean does it. I don't know how Sean does it. He was on our show, and then he does his own show for like 4 or 5 hours. My God, you got to have great stamina to do that long of a show. Because for me, when I hit that 2 hour mark, I'm exhausted. Oh, hold on. Here's the article. Let me click on this article.
Yeah.
Oh, let's share it. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Let's check out this article of the bullfighters. This is, man, I love our people. I love people who watch us.
The bullfighters guy got fighting with a big. I gotta see this.
Okay, hunters in Michigan. I don't want notifications. Hunters in Michigan claim to have seen 2 Bigfoot creatures fighting in the woods. First of all, that's fucking beautiful. A couple bull hunters claim to have encountered not 1 Bigfoot, but 2, who they say were engaged.
Oh.
Let's look at the area. That's a beautiful area.
Oh.
Bigfoot sightings took place in Michigan, and one of the hunters recently spoke about his scary encounters. It seems like ever since the pandemic hit, there have been more UFO, Loch Ness Monster, and Bigfoot sightings than ever before. You know what? I don't necessarily think
everywhere
people are seeing more because of technically the pandemic. I think of what happened was since the pandemic, the world was locked down. You're going out in the woods more. You know, you can't watch YouTube and TV fucking 24 hours a day. And I think because more people are out, you're allowing yourself to see more. So in a lot of different ways, a lot of crazy ways, I think the pandemic has helped people to get out there more because being locked up in your own house 24 hours, a day after a day after a day after a day, you get fucking stir crazy. And I think since more people are out, dude, you're seeing more. I think that's what it is. Why people are seeing more, because they're out more. Here we go. Yeah. Let me see here. That's because that pretty much have been. Okay. Why that is, we don't know for certain. Because people are getting out more. You can only stay in your house for so long. It's fucking common sense. Or regardless of the reason, there's been upticks on numbers of these sightings. Okay, whatever. That's a couple of hundreds in Michigan.
There could be the Nazis could be sending these things back in time to attack humans. So we're seeing more and more Bigfoots. In fact, he probably saw those two guys. The bow hunter probably saw them like sparring each other, preparing themselves for an invasion of the humans.
This is what it says here. That's reported what happened to a couple hunters in Michigan. One bull hunter named Mark, who recently shared the scary Bigfoot story with the Sasquatch Chronicles podcast. Okay, the thing was huge. Mark recalled. I'm talking massive. And that was right next to one of the railroad signs. And the railroad signs were 10 feet, and its head probably stood a good half foot over the sign. Okay, that is huge. When his friend shined a flashlight on one of the creatures, he said it's not a bear because we know what bears look like. That kind of like when we told that story, Bob, about thinking this thing is Bigfoot. You know what a bear sounds like. You know what a bear looks like. What we saw that night was not a bear. You as a person, you kind of, if you know the woods, you kind of know what a bear sounds like, what it looks like. He shined it on whatever it was, and then just sucked it up like it was a sponge. He could see. Is there a voice thing here? Hold on, let's press play.
It looked like somebody was bent over and had their head in the window of the deer blind. It either heard me or smelt me, and he pulled his head out of the tent and stood straight up, and that shocked me.
I love the music.
Did he himself engage with the two bears? That with one of them head down and his rump up, was he himself engaged with them two bears? Did he engage them?
See, I'm not gonna play the whole audio because there'll probably be some kind of copyright on it, and they'll probably get me for copyright. But if you guys go to that link, the whole thing's right here, 52 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta definitely want to check this one out because these guys walked up on two bears engaged with each other. One was face down, up from behind. Anyway, you want to listen to that story.
Off to the right, towards us, the river, which was south of us, we heard something else making some crazy noises. The one started coming towards us, and hell broke loose. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Something was going down there, fighting, and I mean, it sounded like two T-Rexes going at it. Well, the only T-Rex that we know is what we saw in the movie Jurassic Park. So hopefully that's what you're talking to, because we really don't know what T-Rex sounds like, only what's in the movie. Branches were snapping. You could hear hollering and growling. A couple of seconds later, you could hear something running off, and then just into the river. Then everything got quiet. When everything finally calmed down and the Bigfoot creature had moved on, Mark says, and we're still sitting up there, shaking and still dark. We sat there for like 20 minutes sitting there. Then we had enough nerve to get down to the truck, and we got the hell out of there. And you know what? Yeah. Now I do like that last part of their story when they said, when you see something that eventful, you're not gonna run. You're gonna be like, let's sit here for a while. Let's get them out of here, and then we go to the truck. Because the last thing you want is go to the truck, and then they hear you, and they're coming after you. Yeah. What is this? Oh, here we go. Let's see here. Hey, my most recent sighting report, a rescue squad driver said he saw between 5 to 10 large hairy creatures crossing the road. Had to check that out. But Here we go. One of my friends, Allman, Squatch researcher, says Squatch like closer to humans than you would believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of bears engage each other, especially around truck stops. So if you guys are ever Bigfoot hunting around truck stops, you might see something like that. Now, if you hear grunting and what sounds like engagement, I would not hang around. These are often seen around truck stops, so you guys be careful out there, Bigfoot hunters.
And then,
that was definitely
then he wrote,
scary.
I spoke to Allman for 3+ hours yesterday. I thought I knew a couple of things about Bigfoot, but I found out I don't know everything. And that's why everybody does shows, because we don't know everything.
No.
When I was listening to,
nope.
Now, guys, you can take this with a grain of salt. And this was actually one of my breaking news video when Long Island Bigfoot says sometimes a footprint is left on purpose by Bigfoot, kind of like a gift to you, like saying, I'm here. Now, I never really heard that before, but that is interesting, because if a Bigfoot leaves a print on purpose, so that they're there, that kind of tells you how intelligent they are.
Yeah, and they would usually do that so you would follow the big feet into the forest. They do that, leave it for you to follow. So I recommend you always follow large footprints into the deep, dark forest. You might engage with that Bigfoot. Be careful, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I guess you could say this might be an interesting comment. People could no longer use speculations to make money if Bigfoot were captured.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, no, that's not true. This is the reason why. If a Bigfoot got captured and it was shown to the world, there's going to be more people diving into the Bigfoot community than ever before.
Yeah.
People are going to, it happens, I mean, if something is captured, there's going to be more people joining that club than ever before.
Everywhere. Going to be joining them Bigfoot clubs.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to want to know more than ever. And then, of course, what happens is all those non-believers, right? I knew it was real. They'll change their tune. Once proof comes out, you'll see it all the time. People change your tune. Kind of like in the sports world, right? In the sports world, my team sucks. These guys are going to lose every fucking game, and then they have a magical year. I was behind them 100% from the beginning. Yep. I knew they had it in them. People are full of shit.
Yep.
It is what it is. And there's going to be people making money off of Bigfoot that never was before.
Absolutely making money off Bigfoot.
Listen, you have 100 shirts. You have 100 shirts. I'm pointing at my fucking green screen. You have 100 shirts never sold, and there's Bigfoot on it. And then a Bigfoot gets on the news. Dude, all your shirts are going to be selling like crazy. Sold out. People jump on bandwagons. Bob, you and I, when Seattle had that magical year, they went to the Super Bowl and they won the Super Bowl. There were people that never gave a shit about football, but all of a sudden, that magic year, they were always football fans. And you and I were like, dude, we had season tickets when Seahawks were playing at University of Washington while they were building the new stadium. Yeah. When Mike Holmgren was the coach, they had nude uniforms with Trent Dilfer as quarterback, but Matt Hasselbeck just got traded from Green Bay.
Yeah.
And they were not selling out at all.
Nothing.
But when the magic happens,
it was an alcohol-free stadium. That's why.
That was true. But when they moved over to the new stadium, they were still not selling out. Yeah. Until they start winning, then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. That's what happens. If there's a capture, there is money to be made.
Yes, there is.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong to make money. You got to make money. Shit. I'll be honest. I wish I could make money doing this, but I can't. Yeah, I have to work like everybody else.
Yeah.
So making money is not bad. Now here, Here we go. Just saying the illusionist keeps his secrets, else everyone would know his trick and no more wondering. I mean, yeah, there would be some wondering pulled out. You're right. That is true. To be like, sometimes it's funner to try to guess than actually know. You know?
Yeah. If you were actually to walk up to a Bigfoot and have that conversation, he'd probably teach you magic.
I think most sports are rigged. I've heard that. That could be true. I mean, I'm not here to say nothing is not rigged. I mean, you know, it's
a little bit harder with football because everybody is competing so much for the money.
Well, listen,
you know, if you're going to go out to rig a game, you're never going to go past that money you're going to make. You want to be number one.
Now, you could rig a basketball game very easily because you got 5 players. You can have players not make the last shot. In baseball, they've done it. There's a movie called The Nine. I forgot. There was a movie about how they rigged a World Series and lost on purpose to make more money.
Yeah.
There's a movie. Charlie Sheen's in it. I can't remember what it's called.
Like
9 Man's Out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But football takes 22 players, and it's harder trying to rig a football versus other sports. Now, could it happen? Well, of course, it's possible if you get all 22 players to. But the thing is, about football is you got to make the game close, and that's not easy. Like basketball, where one pass to win the game, you're gonna blow that pass on purpose. To get to that point in a football. It's a lot harder than doing it in basketball where, say, you're a better team. You're going to go 60-60, but the last shot you're going to miss. Yes.
Yeah.
Football is harder.
MMA fighting, absolutely rigged 100%. But then again, everybody's like, MMA is a rigged game. Well, we all watch WWF wrestling. We watch WWF wrestling, and that was all fakes. I mean, look at it's all everything's fake, man.
Pete Rose, that's a good one. Because the reason Pete Rose got thrown out of baseball, because when he was a coach, he was putting bets in, right? Now he said he never bet on his own team, but the thing is, he put bets in. So he could pull a player out. He could put another pitcher in to make it an outcome different. So baseball is a lot easier. And basketball is a lot easier. I'm just saying football is a lot harder to pull that off versus other teams. I don't know how we got on football. And what Chocolate and Cheese is talking about with Deflategate is when they tested a ball after Tom Brady and they saw the ball was a little flatter. So it's easier to grab. It's easier to not drop the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not. Listen, if
everybody does that, that's what's funny.
I know.
I know.
That was never a big deal for me because in the past, guys, kickers used to be allowed to take a football home, and they would mold the football. They would actually, it's proven, it was mold. So when they go kick a field goal, they got the most perfect ball to go in. Now, in the NFL, they can't do that. It's all new footballs for every kick. But there was a time that players used to mold, and there was a time that players in football used to put stickiness on their gloves. That shit has happened. Well, so, I mean,
pitchers always spit on the ball. They rub the, they mold the ball. I mean, everybody does it. Who gives a shit? But, with these new bullshit pretty soon everyone's going to have balloons out there. No one's going to be able to hurt each other. They're going to say, excuse me, thank you. They're going to help each other. It's going to be real bad.
Listen.
Yeah.
Bob, there's people. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube, right? There's people that when you're telling everybody, I mean, I know I want everybody to put likes up.
Yeah.
But the reason you're telling people to put all likes up because you want the YouTube rhythm to pick up the likes and is trying to get your channel to be on more recommendations for everybody.
Yes. We should be millions.
Even in YouTube world, there's a game to be played to try to get your videos more across so other people can see it. There's people that try to manipulate it. I mean, it's harder because, I mean, to a difference like that, you need thousands of thumbs up to make a difference. Not going from 20 to 40. I mean, my average thumbs up are like between 20 to 40. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Next year, 10 or 20 is probably not gonna make that much difference. But there's people who try. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name names of channels, but I have seen channels that have gone up to 38,000 to 39,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And their channel is averaging 80 people watching. 80. Come on. You're trying to manipulate a fake image that, look, we got 38,000 subscribers. But you only got up to 80 people watching. I mean, not watching, but 80 views. Come on.
They probably got bad opinions about us. I don't know why. They can fuck themselves.
They probably do got bad opinions.
Yeah. I never wanted to be upset.
I don't care if they like the video or dislike the video, as long as they watch the videos. It's the views that matters. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying, Danny, is just like sports, there are people that try to manipulate even YouTube to get to that result. It's done. So what I'm saying is technically everybody's trying to rig any system that's out there. I mean, the stock market. What do you think the movie Wall Street was about? It was about trying to figure out what companies is having a bad month that's coming up or losing money before people know, so they can sell or buy their stocks. I mean, that's what inside trading is.
What it is.
Everybody does it. The rich people do it. Listen, if somebody would have told me, Eric, you should invest all your money in Apple because they're gonna skyrocket.
Martha Stewart.
Now Martha Stewart was doing nothing different than anybody else is doing. She got busted because they wanted to use her as like nobody's above the law. And we know millions of people were doing it every fucking day. I mean, shit. Look at that Reddit stuff with people who saved AMC. The fucking guy wrote about it, got everybody to vest in it. That's technically that's not inside trading, but that manipulated the system where we're going to take the matter in our hand. So people will do. There's ways to manipulate the world, and people.
Yeah, Martha Stewart, she makes a hell of a panini, though.
Hey, but at least she did shows with but not P Diddy. What the
Snoop Dogg. I think her and Snoop Dogg were having a relationship. I think they were having a relationship for a little bit.
Would love to have Martha as a cellmate. Oh God.
Would you imagine that, man? Doilies, you'd fucking the lunch napkins would be doilies by noon or by late noon. It'd be doilies everywhere. Nice, man. Clean. Woo. She could probably make you get a little bit extra money and you get the top ramen, or you get the ramen and you get to cook the ramen in the microwave with the water and you crush it into a bag of Doritos and you call it, it's a prison tamale. Can you imagine her making some prison tamales?
What did you say?
Yes.
Danny.
Martha Stewart's prison tamales. Here we go.
The metadata of footage will always overcome the idiots calling it fake.
It's not fake.
Well,
it's not fake.
If I don't mind people coming in and saying they don't believe in it, they don't believe the footage you just showed. That's fine. I mean, you gotta have skeptics in your group. You gotta have them. You gotta have skeptics, as long as they do it in a good manner. Yeah, and they're not just going in there on purpose to automatically say that's fucking fake. If somebody literally, Bob and I have different opinions on certain things. Yeah, it's just like like you could do that on a movie. I might like a movie, Bob might hate it. And that's fine if Bob hates it. There's no problem with that. As long as you do it in a good manner, not trying to say automatically you're going in there like I fucking hated Dr. Sleep. I fucking hate that movie. I think, Bob, I think you said you liked it.
I semi liked it because because I'm not thinking about the movie. I'm not thinking about the original Shining. I'm putting that out of my head. So I'm just watching the movie for its own movie. But if you think about The Shining, and then you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
You were thinking about Shining Part 2.
Well, yeah, I think my biggest problem still was it felt like, I know it's a book. It felt like I was watching an X-Men movie. And then I felt like they used The Shining as like a roller coaster ride on purpose. Like, hey, look, remember this on the left? Hey, remember these two girls? Hey, remember the blood? Hey, remember that? Yeah. I just thought
you can't watch the first one.
Look up female Russian Bigfoot. Female Russian Bigfoot. Okay, I'll type that in. I'll look for
the female Russian Bigfoot. They even try to do testing on her. They think that she was a freed African slave. One of the arguments was against her being a Bigfoot, the wild woman. They think that she might have been a slave brought up to Russia from out of Africa, but we don't know.
Well, I guess it's funny you said that because I was looking it up and it says, was Russian Bigfoot actually an African slave?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's see images. Is there images of this thing?
But they've sketched her in a weird. Some people sketch her as hairy. Some of them sketch her as. I don't know. I don't want to insult any culture, so. On one side she's obviously not, and the other side is what the sketchings are. So these are up in Russia, up in the high mountains. Now you remember people think, oh, they're all a bunch of tall white guys. No, man, they have Mongols had made their way up into that area hundreds of years ago. So you've got a lot of Asian Russians up there, mixed, different Russians.
Let me see this. If those have to prove footage real and true, skeptics should to prove it to be a hoax or fake. Yeah, I mean, listen, people. Like this. I'll break it down my thoughts, and we'll hear Bob's.
Yeah.
In the Modelfic community, there's people believe there's a change. There's people believe that there's not a change. Okay, I actually talked a little bit about this on my breaking news for tomorrow. But if you personally saw a certain change and you believe there's a change, there's no residue, they call it, of evidence or against evidence that's gonna change my memory. Okay, now for every true evidence that you find, you're gonna find a negative evidence against it. I mean, if you want to find something to support it, you're going to find it. You're going to find something that's against it, you're going to find it. It's a belief system. Yeah. At the end of the day, no matter what, I have a certain memory. Nothing you're going to find or disprove is going to change that memory. Bob could find 100% great evidence of saying it's fake, but my memory is this. My thought is this. It's a belief system. If you believe that's true to believe, then whatever a skeptic says, so who cares? I don't care what things people are bringing up. I'm going to look at it myself. I'm going to make a judgment how I feel about it, and that's the end of it. So just believe it. If you believe Bigfoot's real, I believe it's real. If somebody says that footage ain't real, who cares? Let them think that. Don't let it get you and put you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
be comfortable with what you believe in.
They were running genetic tests on some of the relatives. They believe that were some of her relatives. They've got a guy, if you go back a picture, he's got a weird face, big, long face.
Oh, wow. We have a Sasquatch festival every year in Montana. That's awesome.
Cool. But she was also kept in a cage. Now, you can obviously tell the difference between, it don't matter what your skin color is, a woman, human, from a wild animal human. You're not going to keep, just because a person has a different skin color, in a cage. So to defend those people that believe that might have been a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch, I'm kind of in your camp, because why the hell would you keep another human in a cage and call it an animal? I don't care what your skin color is. You obviously can tell if a person is an animal or not. So I'm still a little bit on the side that maybe it might have been a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch or something like that. They kept it in a cage, and then she got out, or can't remember what happened to her afterwards. She lived in the town or something, but she was never 100% there. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I trust my gut. Yep. Just trust your gut. There you go. Trust your gut.
Yeah.
Trust your gut.
You live alone, you die alone. Trust yourself to the day you die.
Yep.
You die alone.
Hey guys, on our channel, we have people that we call friends that were just getting too one way of thinking and want to accept anything, and we actually timed them out. You know, sometimes you got to time out everybody. You just do things in a good way. Just have a conversation. We're not all going to agree. Bob and I have different memories on a day. It's not no big deal. Read my last comment. Okay, let me find it. Here we go. I think I read somewhere that female Russian Bigfoot had kids with the farmer, and the kid took a DNA test that came back with bizarre. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. No, Eric, when you had that a bunch of pictures, one of them it was the kid, or one of them was the descendant from the kid. I can recognize. I'll recognize his face if you bring back the massive page with all the pictures of the wild lady, and I'll point out the face. I remember it from a long time ago. But yeah, this person did have more children, and yeah, they did DNA testing. Did not come back African. I mean, it was like an undecisive, weird thing. So I'm a little bit on the Bigfoot side on this one.
You said there's the picture
right there. There he is, right there. See right there. See that weird, goofy guy's face? Right
this
there.
Guy?
The black. Yeah, that guy. That's the guy. So that's the descendant. That's the one they did the genetic testing on. Now take a look at this guy's face.
He does have deep eyes. What would you think of a gorilla, monkey? You know, people aren't taking this thinking I'm being prejudiced or something. But if that's
no, you're not. No, it's hard to. You can't just you're just going to describe the way you're looking at it. Now this would be a generation down, obviously. Mother, then they had kids, and then the kids had a kid. So this is way down the ladder here. Yeah, you can see the Russian in there.
Ooh. He gave us a very good link of this story. Thank you so much. Cool. Here we go. Thank you so much. This is you can't ask better when people are attributing to the conversation. So thank you, Sean. That's awesome. Let's see here. DNA evidence suggests captured Russian ape woman might have been suspicious or a species of modern human.
Yeah.
The story of Zena, supposed ape woman of the Ketch's Mountains, is one of the often really examined historians, explorers, and scientists alike. Now, a leading genetic believes that the wild woman who lived in 19th century Russia may have belonged to a suspicious of modern humans. Zena was named by Russian researchers after her discovery and capture in the Ochtrincher region of Apaza, south of Russia in the 1850s. She was said to have been living in the wilderness naked but covered in thick auburn fur and appearing to be crossed between humans and primate.
Ooh.
According to International Business Times, Brian Skykes, former professor of human genetics of University of Oxford, has analyzed the DNA of Zena descendants and has discovered West African genes, but surprisingly, her DNA did not match any known modern African group.
Yeah.
Sky's theories that the ancestors may have lived in the Ketch's Mountains for generations after leaving Africa over 100,000 years. Several tests were carried out on Zena's living relatives, and tooth was available from the remains of the deceased son, Kuwait.
Huh.
Well, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but man, that's a fucking interesting article. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sean.
and she killed the first child. She had the first child. She killed the first child by accident because she was cleaning the child in the water. Now, it's weird that she been having all them babies. It's like she's in a cage, but she's an animal woman. However, somehow she keeps getting knocked up. So it's weird to me.
It's kind of like the beginning of the show. We're talking about if Bigfoot got captured and they did a DNA, saw he's more close. He does have some human DNA. You know, should they might want to try to mate him.
Yeah.
It kind of comes back in a full circle with all this stuff, like mating.
So the question would change the question. So if you were to capture a female Sasquatch and you put her in a cage, the question is, would she be pregnant later on? Because that's what happened in Russia a couple of times, apparently. Makes you question that who else they put in cages? Women, that is. They had babies.
It's weird not seeing Connor on a live stream to me. That's because he's actually out doing escape research. He was meeting somebody. I forgot what he said in our video on Wednesday, that he's actually out doing some research.
Yeah, he's actually out in the field.
Yeah, he's actually out in the field. Yeah. So you'll probably start seeing 100 videos come out.
Yeah, we'll be out in the field pretty soon. I can't wait to get in the field, man. I'm dying.
Oh, that's going to be fun. California fields.
We're going to be in the field pretty soon, people, out doing our own hunts with some insane people. So it's going to be great. It's coming right for us, Eric.
So, guys, this is an awesome article. There's the link to the article, people. Click on it. Save it so you can watch it later. I read that story. Connor talks about this lady. Oh, wow. I'm sure he has.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an unusual story. I remember this back in anthropology, back at the University of Washington. We talked about this gal, and I talked about the DNA, and they talked about finding West African DNA, but they can't locate any particular group. Like there's no. So they figured it was a wave that came up towards Russia and lived in the forest. It sounds like Sasquatch, not to put down any particular culture, but it just sounds from the description and everything. However, she was put in a cage and ended up getting pregnant. So I don't understand that concept with the Russian town. I don't know where she ended up. Like the Russian version of the Deliverance town, but man.
Oh, here we go. Connor is hanging with Russell, the Mongolian monster this week, I think. Well, is it Russell? I thought he said somebody else.
I don't know who he's hanging out with.
I know Russell lives in Florida. Lives in Florida, but he maybe, whatever it is, he's going to be doing some investigation, which is great. And, he'll probably jump back on our show next Wednesday. We'll probably hear a lot of things about it. So next Wednesday is going to be that open topic, Bigfoot talk, because we're going to find out, did he catch anything? Did he see anything? But beyond that, so Bob, you got anything going on this weekend?
Yeah, I might do a little bit of a news show. Got some information. Got some really cool information. Some inside, deep, secret, weird information about. On my show, I can talk about the shots and stuff because they don't shut me down. So we're gonna be talking about the COVID and the jabs. We're gonna be talking about certain new evidence that come to light and old evidence that nobody knows about. A lot of secret leaked material stuff. Then I'm gonna go into the Bible and talk about some comparisons, what's going on now, and some weird. I'm gonna loop together some weird stuff together. You guys will understand. Those fans that come in understand that mostly I don't have that many fans.
Oh, that's right. He's also going to meet his dad too. That is correct.
Oh, cool.
Yes, he said that he was going to meet his dad also. And also, so guys, tomorrow I'm going to try to drop it at 10 a.m. if I finish it up. My breaking news is going to be dropped tomorrow morning, and that's usually just a 30-minute. I try to bring in all communities all into one little small video, some UFO, some Bigfoot, some paranormals, and Dr. Wu, what he's doing in the Euro trip.
Yes.
That's going to be on there.
Yes.
And one Mandela effect will be on there. So that'll be dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. And, get check that out. And then beyond that, guys, we'll be back Monday. Don't know exactly what the topic is for Monday, but what they're doing guinea pig experiments on human DNA now with that curse. Hey, first of all, I never want to see another guinea pig in my life. We had 2 guinea pigs that lived way too long. Guinea pigs are noisy, they're smelly. All they do is eat lettuce and shit. They're not fun. So if your kids goes, Dad, Mama, can you give me a guinea pig? You say fuck no.
You can eat them though. You can eat.
Yeah, there's tribes that actually breed them to eat.
Yeah,
they're probably tasty. But beyond that, guys, we're gonna end this show. I gotta do some kids pickup and all that fun stuff. And beyond that, we'll see you guys Monday.